Hello, my wellness travelers. This is your reading for your Spirit Sunday, and I want to see what's going on in the collective and what you need to know at this time. And this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across it, it is the right time for you to hear this message. So what do you need to know right now for those that are watching? Okay. At this time, there has been some conflict that you have been going through. And it is time for you to be moving forward from that conflict. And this could be a journey, physical journey or spiritual journey. So the conflict and then the moving forward. You have a tiredness right now. So a good retreat, whether you're doing a meditation, whether you're taking a walk out in nature, whether you're going to do something fun that you don't typically go to an event, just take a day off and watch some favorite movies and order a pizza. Whatever it is, you need some time of reflection. You need some time of peace. You have the temperance. It's time for you to realize that you have been carrying this for a long time. And it's not going anywhere. This is not an issue that is going to be solved immediately. It is plugged into many aspects of you. And it's time for a little bit of peace. You're depleted right now. You are very tired, but you're not just tired emotionally and physically and spiritually, but you're also, you have like a frustration and anger of, when is this going to be over? When am I going to be finally done with this? When is this going to finally just wrap up? And the reason that it's been going on a while, and it is connected to earlier aspects of your life, other parts of you. Some of you, it's actually previous lifetime wounds, is because now is the time to be dealing with it. But the problem is, you haven't been ready. You haven't grown enough. You haven't seen enough. Your perspective was still too trapped in old thinking. And now, recently you've been starting to get new ideas, new perspective. It's not huge, it's not a lot, but just enough of a tweak that you're like, oh, well maybe this, or oh, maybe that. And so with that, the what you have been dealing with is there's just been this King of Wands. There's been a lot of I'm getting a lot of aggression from your inner self. Your inner self is like, it's very angry, very intense, very wanting this to be done, trying to force it almost. You're trying to control. You're trying to have authority over this. And the interesting part about this is it actually is more spiritually connected for you, the Magician, where this is actually more on a spiritual level, more on your intuition, more prayer with God, with whomever you pray to. This is not, you're trying to force it on the physical plane when it really is more of a spiritual aspect. This is you letting go. This is you realizing your own power of release. And we are all divine creatures because we were created by God, and we have God's divine aspect. And we do have the ability to create, of course, within God's will. But we are a participant. We do not just sit back. We are a participant. We pray, we engage, we confront, we forgive, we love, we let go, we do the work. And so alchemy is transforming one thing into another thing. And so transforming this physical, trying to control, because that's what I keep getting like you're trying to just like grab it and just like trying to force it. And it's not going. It's dug in wherever this is, because it's on the wrong, you're dealing with the wrong plane. You're not dealing with the spiritual plane. There is some dark aspects here that have been trying you, that have been making this situation more complicated. And this is where the transforming this physical need for control into, okay, I release. And when you release, I'm not saying let it go or forget it, it's, whatever, it's not important anymore. No, that's not what I mean. But release the need for the control. Release the need for an outcome that you're trying to force, because that's not going to happen. And that's what you've been hitting the brick wall with. You need to realize that you're battling in the wrong way. One, you do have, as I said, darkness that is thwarting you. It is coming into your space. It is putting up barriers. It is preventing you from going forward. And darkness does work on the authority of God. So any darkness, any foe from the spiritual plane that comes against us, God allows it, because it allows us to grow. The opposition, the threats, the difficulties allows us to grow, which is the whole point we're here for. And so with that, if you release it on the spiritual plane, oh boy, well, the cards just went flying onto the floor, the other three, and we'll grab those in a minute when we get there. And you know what? Everything is I don't edit my videos, so everything is on purpose. The fact that they fell on the floor, release, let it go. Just let it go. Or let it just fall to the floor. When we try to force an outcome, that's usually oftentimes when we run into problems. That's usually when we have more frustration and more irritation, because we want something so bad, a certain way. And we want to control, and we want it the way we want it. But the thing about that is that when we release and let go, let God, just let it take a natural course. It's going to, not for you to forget it, not for you to walk away and not be a participant to some degree. But when you let go of your expectation or what it has to be, it's amazing how it now has movement, now it has freedom to flow and go into an area you hadn't expected and open up things that you hadn't even known was even possible. So that's what we're talking about here. And when you do, you're going to have wishes fulfilled. You're going to have satisfaction. You're going to feel this release when you change your perspective, change how you're dealing with this. No longer on the physical plane of trying to force it to be something. Go on into the spiritual higher self. Let go. And also realize that you have had some darkness opposition trying to prevent you. So that's on purpose, because what you were doing was not fantastic for you. And so with you doing this, you are going to also face one, a new wisdom, a Hierophant, a new wisdom, but you're also going to face some of your constructed, rigid rules. Your belief system is coming into existence here. It has to be this way, and it doesn't. So that's coming into light with this. And with that, by you letting go, letting God, allowing the new perspective, changing from trying to force it to allowing it to just alchemize into a new way. There's more grounding. You got the King of Pentacles here. There's more peace. You're able to allow this to turn into something abundant, have a lot more potential, turn it into success. And this is also bringing about more financial, more material comfort. So this is going to assist in your physical plane coming into a better balance. So yes, I mean, there still is a control happening here, but it's a control in such a peaceful way. You're not trying to force something. You're allowing it, and that allows you to control you and pull back and not be so fixated on this one outcome. So let's get the cards that fell on the floor. Okay. All right, so the cards that fell on the floor. Okay. So the burden, the burden is what you've been carrying, is this need to force. You have been too much into your head. This is the King of Swords. And intellectually looking at something, being mental, being in a space of your mind is not a bad thing. Analyzing, looking at perspectives, trying to make sure that you're doing things in a way that makes sense, using wisdom, that's all good. But you're trying too hard to foresee every aspect. So it's even kind of going into a place of paranoia, a place of you're bringing up all of these possible things of what could go wrong, so that you avoid every hurdle, and you have clear sailing, and it's causing you more difficulties. It's like it's creating not just doubt, but a higher level of fear. So it's time for you to just change the energy. You have the Ace of Wands, and so it is time for new creation, new fire energy, allowing this to go the way that you've been doing this, and just releasing and praying, letting God, letting go of your expectations is going to allow a new creative flow. It's going to actually stop the darkness that's been trying to prevent you from doing everything. It's like everything's just going to okay, and then it's just going to start flowing. So allow that. Let's take a look at the oracle and see what we have there. As you know, glasses on, glasses off. The Waymaker. That's absolutely perfect. The Waymaker. And so with this card, you're making a new way. You're forging a new path. This is a huge change for you. Someone who likes to control, someone who likes to anticipate. And this is from, you are someone that has been severely wounded either for your entire existence up till now, or in enough areas of your life that it's stuck with you. And the way to avoid the pain and the suffering, for it not to repeat itself, is to do exactly what you're doing here. And it has worked for you, you think. You think it's been working for you, trying to control, trying to force, trying to anticipate. And I'm not saying these things are not good sometimes, but it's become an obsessive behavior to the point where it is controlling you and confining you. So this is a huge lesson to go through. This is a new time, a new era for you. This is you stepping out into an unknown even, a place that might make you afraid of, like, I'm not used to doing this. I'm not used to letting go. I'm not used to, oh my goodness, I'm not controlling. I don't know where my next step is going to be, and it's okay. I'm not saying completely just stop engaging in your life, and because this is a behavior that you have, this is going to take some healing. It's going to take some time. This is something that needs to be, you need to unravel this. You need to create a new way for you to engage with the world, with yourself. Your fear has created this in you. It's not healthy for you anymore. So that's what you need to be focusing on at this time. And let's see how to close this out for the next 3 weeks to 3 months for this. For the next 3 weeks to 3 months, with this particular energy and this particular situation, and this is your choice. We all have choices, regardless of what's the best, optimum. We can say no. We can. With each lifetime, we have a blueprint, a trajectory of what we want to accomplish. We worked with God to come up with, this is why we're here, this is what we want to accomplish. These are and then there are these major points along the way. And those major points you're going to hit. And so how you get from point A to point B is where all your freedom of choice is. Because it doesn't really matter. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter how you get to the next point, because all roads lead to the next point. So whether you move to this state or this state, whether you take that job or this job, whether you marry that person or this person, whether you do this or do that, whatever the choice is, you're still going to make it to the next point. There are certain choices that are the most optimum, bring the best results for what you're trying to accomplish, and then there are some that are less optimum. Some and time frame can shift with this. If you choose the less optimum choices, it might take you longer. You might have more frustration. You might have, whatever might be going on. If you choose the most optimum could be the most painful, but it's the quickest path and with the most assurance of your growth to get to the next point. So what I'm saying is, with what I have said today, this is your choice to heal this and grow with it. If you so choose to do so and take this on, then you will be moving into a place of more peace. This is the King of Cups. More peace, emotional maturity, intuitive maturity, just feeling like your aspect of control is going to be more fluid. You're going to feel healthier and better. You're going to give things more time. We've got the Hanged Man. You're going to give things more time. You're going to allow for new perspectives. You're not going to just jump at something and try and force it at your first knee-jerk feeling or thought. You're going to allow yourself for new decisions. This is the Two of Wands. It allows you, the world to be open to you more so. And in saying that, it allows you to have, and this again is back on the material plane, financial abundance, person of giving, a person of more groundedness, calm, someone who, love is going to be more abundant, not just for yourself, but for everyone outside of you. More refinement, more rewards for your efforts, for all of the hard work. You're just going to be you're going to be having more security, and you're going to be able to complete this with the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to, the World card. Interesting, the Wheel of Fortune. The reason I said that, isn't that fun? Sometimes, I get little things and it's like, wait a minute, where'd that come from? This is very much connected to your spirit and connected with God. Connected with, again, as we started with, this is not the material plane, this is the spiritual plane. And the Wheel of Fortune, God, divine, and this is the world, which is completion. So you taking this on, you working with this, you learning this and healing this is going to help you break a cycle. It's help you complete something you've been traveling with for a long time. And this is divine. God is with you. This is not an accident that you're dealing with this and that you're here to deal with this. Again, the Waymaker. Brand new way. Forge that path. So that is your reading. I am wishing you so much love and peace. And I know that you can do this. You have the ability, you have the strength, you're here to do it. I love you, and have a good day.